over the weekend, Barcelona make two key signings. That is the signature of our brand friends RODRI and CANCELO. We are coming to integrate and digest to see whether this particular signing is able to make Barcelona go into the 2026-27 La Liga season. So they be break the drought now in a Champions League now. And EP also, God willing, next week started. So over the weekend, the Community Shield finals now. That is a match between Arsenal and team my friends and Man City. And after the match, Arsenal were able to beat Man City by 3-0. Do you think Maresca able to actually in the shoes now? Coach Pep Guardiola, LV or Man City now? I think it's a question for the girls. And to bring in your comments, our comment section, who say Maresca able to me actually in this particular shoes and this and many other issues and about discussing on this particular episode on Offside Last. Today I'm not doing this particular show alone. I'm here with my champion Kofi and also champion Manlakum. Guys, me also say BBI Boko. So yes, let me introduce Kofi because this is his first time on this particular show. Boss, me also say BBI Kama. How do you prefer we calling you? Are you okay with the Kofi?
Oh, Kofi,
okay. So guys, this are our new panelist on board. He's called Kofi. Make sure say all social media handles be after you show any better you say be I announcing any
sign 4 plus 1 year.
Simple.
Cara vamos look pa.
Pudu ya jiska. Majiska ni.
Wa nim ko bibiana ska bia bati mu ko tika kra. It is scanning now. It is scanning now.
And that's so omo ye production na my champion makama fu gina chiri. Ma wa chiri.
Production man of
akofa mu nyina wa chiri.
Akofa mu na bo mu na makama. Production man of
making sure say we be at the bremo on this particular episode be and we be ebe kama. But one thing, subscribe to the channel. Put us on post notifications. Instead of a video be able to be and you'll be the first person on sa and so ebe can video in el. But before say ebe start Thursday for us chat biato. And going into the EPO next season.
Okay.
Almost say in the 2014-15 season. Then time your coach Jose Mourinho. Papa Jose.
Okay.
And in that particular season, your final preseason tournament, and as your final preseason match, your boy was again Real Sociedad.
Sir?
And you were named by 2 goals margin. And goals were scored by a Brazilian. That was Diego Costa. All those or Spanish.
Yeah.
Or Obama, Spain. But in this sense, it's every Brazil. And over the weekend, just won the final preseason game against Real Sociedad.
Okay.
We won by 2 goals margin. And goals were scored by Joao Pedro, another Brazilian. It tells you for say chat not.
It's a league in where they.
League, almost say London. The capital city of UK. Yeah, but before that, share the signing of RODRI and a branch friend said CANCELO to Barcelona. I think that the only player new to this particular system is RODRI. But no crano, it wouldn't be that new because the system that he played under Coach friend said Florentino was similar to the friend saying
Hansi
Data Flick about Barcelona. Do you think that these particular 2 signings a key signing going in for Barcelona? And let me start with Kofi. Do you think that RODRI and CANCELO coming into the system of Hansi Data Flick, a key signing a bit more Barcelona going to the La Liga season?
Yeah, cool. Thank you. Maybe personally, I feel like yes, it will push them over the edge.
Okay.
Because Barcelona over the years compared to time when last time we did Champions League now, their biggest problem ever since the likes of Lionel Messi, Monet, Omana, Omabutim Nachin Film, experience. Because all the games that they have been eliminated, individual errors be around the red card, we are say once a costume. Bringing in someone like CANCELO and RODRI. CANCELO, like you said, he's already there. He's already used to the system. He was there last season and he played a major role for them. Look at someone like RODRI coming into the team. He has that experience. Premier League, Swajiji, Champions League himself, final approach, Oshegu, Eji, Waji Euros, Waji World Cup. He's been that guy. Even just last couple seasons, I work Prana. There's a on team performing at the best now. Man City missing the crown. We've seen how Man City team suffer without him. So someone like Rodri coming into the team with his experience, paired with the likes of Pedro Moura, almost so Afina currently, or more build it, or currently, or more pick it. Currently they are one of the best midfielders in the world. No, look at someone like Rodri playing with someone like Pedri, Obi Bina Dream more, and you have someone like Frankie De Jong on the bench who would come and also replace him when the need arises.
Yeah.
Into Orhesa, Utimu say yes, it pushes the team a lot because with Rodri, like you said, his system is similar to what Hansi Flick plays because he's played in that system under Pep, he's played under De La Fuente, and also the same under Hansi Flick. He's a Spanish. It's Emma adaptation is so hard. So he will just come in, and the expectation is he just comes and hits the ground running. And I think, me personally, I believe, compared to other midfield trios in Europe, I believe, Barcelona, with the addition of Rodri, they are there. They are there because I don't see a midfielder that can compete with them at the moment with the addition of Rodri.
All right, so Lakum, I think that Kofi has a pace no. Looking at Rodri, okay. I don't think that you bet me I can hold him because the kind of experience I was gaining in the world of football from Pep Guardiola at the time, even from Atletico Madrid before so back to Man City. No, we saw the impact of making Atletico Madrid before moving to Man City. And Oba City, one disappointing will be he played and was an integral player in that particular Pep Guardiola system. No? Do you think that coming to Barcelona, or Betimia implicated that same kind of energy into Barcelona? Because this is a player who winning almost everything in world football. Do you think that coming in, you still have that eagerness, that pressure Man City? Do you think that same pressure Betimia going into this particular Barcelona setup?
The deal is done. Said Udi can report here. You see, Rodrigo officially in the coming hours is going to be a Barcelona player.
I think currently, as you are speaking, he's in Barcelona.
He's in Barcelona, okay. Y'all CANCELO Abanon as well. Ako, I had say up to baby in the Yashebona Babedru, and how modernized the game has been. Still, say, yes, signy player be. Not any age, eson. Now you use a certain amount of fee in the turner. People have that narrative. Say that said team. Now got taught that old age player no aboka because of the age in question. And the main reason why I'm that age in question, judging because of the long term idea that be doing come say, okay, onyini got turn board then their own number of years at 8 peak. And so spending a huge number of fee at the Cotona Waboka because until for about 5 years, 6 years in Asifuna. You see, Aku signings. Football signing is not basically based on just the on-field that you know about it, Football and signing player, no. Sometimes and basically based on the born on the field. No. You see, Aku, for the past 3 years, Barcelona for Enya Openia even Hansi Data Flick. One of the most narrative talk about team friend Barcelona and Openia friend Hansi Data Flick, and they say, as now no through that stage, they can win that 12 years drought of not winning the UEFA Champions League because of the performance for the past 3 years. Give you, but do that crucial situation. Barcelona for who say I'm not paying there can say UEFA Champions League to win the piano. Now a situation be na aware na among situation for them not to win the UEFA Champions League. At a point in time, it can be say player be kwa the red card. It can be say a be so inexperienced player na among a costume for not reaching the final of the UEFA Champions League. So that has been the conversation around team your friend Barcelona. So going forward, there is a need for Team Barcelona to get a player on the field and off the field in certain situations like this. Now Barcelona for facing for the past 3 years, or then the experience about Team friend Barcelona for them to win their 12 years drought of not winning the UEFA Champions League. You see, Ako on the field, say Rodrigo Gascante bar as far as performance are concerned. On the field, on the baby, because Ako in this modern era, there's no player. Our Bonoma says that is the deep lying playmaker. No, I don't know about Rodrigo Cascante.
Okay.
There's no player. Oh, we are a neighbor ball. Rona Rodrigo Cascante Bono. Only watching.
Okay.
And they just ended World Cup. He was the best player, a Ballon d'Or winner, and I'm a boy.
Yeah.
European winner with Spain. What you wait for Champions League in Ibida. So taking all this into criteria, into factors, the reason why Barca for Beko to Rodrigo Cascante, as far as on field, I concerned there. Mean to me Rodrigo Cascante won't come up because on one didn't come up. And the other bad come about Rodrigo Cascante about on the field, you man, or the bad discredit, because dictating the pace for the team, Rodrigo Cascante. Be an anchor man to shield the defense on Rodrigo Cascante. Nobody in this world any ball and the name said you money at Rodrigo Cascante.
Okay.
And then again, you were talking about tactical fit, to which one of the main factors that every coach take into consideration when about to submit a fee for a set player, because Okoto player not tactically unfit to set up now.
Okay.
Until the most Chelsea fans for no, and when they need wire, Bulugo for submitting an offer for Liam Delap. Because most Chelsea fans free say tactically, but we fit it to our setup. So first of all, Chelsea for any critical analysis on whether some man if Liam Delap ever fit or not. That is the reason why Chelsea for a in this situation as far as Liam Delap is concerned. So first thing I'll be taking into consideration as a manager. First, a tactical fit to whether the player will fit to set up or not. Now, over Barcelona football and now two ideologies and I fuse it together. The German football and I been the positional football, that's the Cruyffism, and I'm fusing together because of Hansi Dieter Flick, how approaching the games. Now, Busa said Rodrigo Cascante a part of his school of thought. Or a Spain or Bonabo no hand. Villarreal. Oba born when Atletico Madrid. Of Atletico Madrid no Okohefa Manchester City. City no one na coach no. Pep Guardiola. Yenim Pep Guardiola say right so be for team friend Barcelona. Checking the positional football no boy any achievement the man. It is the Pep Guardiola go to play there first of all take into consideration whether say the player be fit to that positional football now or no any ideology. So first thing we Barcelona name money say what was the main reason why Atletico Madrid player we knew Atletico Madrid say only a more of pragmatic team depending solely on the results. So we defend ya into a better quite a Pep Guardiola we take into consideration say your player be Osina kind Atletico Madrid mon kwana go fanamra Rachel the school of thought our boy now your friend Rodrigo Cascante a freeba. That is positional football and Cruyffism. And about Manchester City, no, the achievement our team my friend City achieving, he was playing an integral role. He was one of the most important players in the UEFA Champions League, paying the dues, scoring the winner. And even right from that more group stage, the knockout stage, he was that guy. So what's my boy? Check the opera and onya ACL. Check the performance of Manchester City in both tournaments. It was symbolic for Pep Guardiola. Because Pep Guardiola knew, say one of the most important players, and I said the engine on team, Rodrigo Cascante, because he dictates the pace, he acts as an anchor man when defending. So he's the most important player. He's the free man. That's the main reason why. Now, see the taking into consideration, say, we need to get a replacement. Even if say ultimately see the standard of Rodrigo Cascante, in the near future he can. That is Enzo Fernandez. Now, say Ogofa Rodrigo Cascante bar. Aside in the name of the Bobo, he's that guy, a leader, an experienced player. I want to be baby. And now, one of the most important things for Barcelona this day, aside born or Barcelona, because check Barcelona in the year. For the Frankie de Jong proud. So there was a need for Barcelona to add up a player. And in adding a player, no, say one young player on the standard of Frankie de Jong part, also young player on the standard of LeBron. So, and this situation, no, Rodrigo Cascante the standard of everyone so Dion so. And then again, Oberama of Petit straight because was punished national team no. And if you know Barcelona, on no ball Spain or stand on the ball in Pedri and Dan Ongo. And De La Fuente actually say or pay or no any Pedra a perfect fit. Because at the point in time, Obe allow Pedri to do the kind of ball playmaker, the playmaker of a midfield. No, it's all Jai man again. A Juma room FIFA as a playmaker. Then again, you get player like Rodrigo Gascante to start the progression. That's the deep line playmaker. Then again, without the ball, Obet Mashio, how many Mr. Barcelona for a DFN Highland. And then again, aside me, you see, one of the most important things aside the on-field, no, and important than the on-field, that is the personality. Our debate RODRI room one.
Okay.
You see, Yako. On see the reason why I chose Vokodo Ekoto Hindu. On see the reason why I chose Vokoto Daniel Webeck. It's not about Barabeo Bonishibu Mayo. It's about near can say impacting positively. The setup. So you see, Barcelona for said Americano in their previous last seasons, they lack a different experience setup. So in a situation now we have an experienced player. Or be catch players and say in this situation it's difficult there, but one coming when nerve down. That figure, that personality, and your football. And Rodrigo Gascante, ding now the bro. Then again, we have players like Marc Bernal. We have players like Marc Casado. He was very expert. Oh, me na young crowd, Basa for ever rely on them in the future. So these players around Rodrigo Gascante positively. Or be impact on Jenny or Barcelona. Because in the same quantity training grounds, you need this personality. Some man make can't say, "Nana, we need to about we need to." So I think say, what do you guys can't do? No, aside on the field, no, we need experience and how positive will be impacted to my friend Barcelona. A plus for team friend Barcelona. I think they do, aside the transfer fee, for me, if you say the injury situation, any the age, and so it be taken into consideration. You cannot blame Barcelona because of how our transfer windows now. So I think it's a good for Barcelona to get Rodrigo Gascante, and he's going to play an integral role for team friend Barcelona this season. And again, it will help Barcelona to compete well in the UEFA Champions League.
Well, for injury issues there, me say Barcelona now may aware, knowing the kind of the previous injuries that is Man City, and I'm confident by. But still, I think he's going to play an impactful role in this particular Barcelona setup. Enough with that particular transfer at Barcelona. Now you're moving on to the Community Shield. Sandra, Arsenal were able to defeat Man City by 3-0. Maresca's first official match since he'll be taking over as the new manager for Man City. I feel that he was now better, That's true. And I was taking the time because I know a game now. I think that he has already started impacting his own ideas into the setup. I think that going forward, if he doesn't become so careful with that particular decisions now, going forward in the season, it behind so much. Because this is a new setup, and I say this is an old setup, and I built it by Pep Guardiola. No ideas still maintains fresh the mindset of the players. So if you come in as a coach, now person straightforward, impact all knowledge into the players, I think that it will be a difficult task going forward. Because this is one of the problems. Coach Liam Rosine in things on free Chelsea. Liam Rosine try to impact on knowledge straight into the players. I think that they are not help so much. But do you think that this particular match against Arsenal should be one? I was say a man go back to the drawing board to make everything fresh, because this Man City team they are still eager or they are still hungry for success. As one make you up your mind, now one make you more like one provided that kind of success and more going forward you could be sacked. Do you think that the shoes, as I said, is very bigger for Maresca going into the next season? And I said then 1 year going into the next season.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah. This example I want to make is the same with Chelsea. It's a timer. Jose Mourinho by immediately he came, he delivered success for Abramovich. So he became used to. The fans also became used to.
Yeah.
Now if you coach, now perform but if you say you are not giving us the success we want. Now okay.
Yeah.
It happened to Mourinho himself. It happened to Carlo. Even Antonio Conte, he spent 2 seasons at Chelsea in the first season, or G League, dominating the league with that 3-back system. It's evolutionized the league.
Yeah.
And then the next season, J FA Cup. But still, he left.
So-
Yes. That's the same thing with Man City at the moment. Because you can't say Man City is not a big club anymore because say even before Pep Guardiola, the last 10 years, what Pep Guardiola has done for the club, no other club in England has been able to match up to it. So, like you said, Ono Maresca game he admitted say there are a lot of things that they need to do in the transfer market that after this performance, the owners need to be fast about it because the Premier League starts next weekend. So Ono Accra accepted say there's work to be done and he needs to live up to it because at the moment you can't ask for time. You say maybe a football net journal. Untimi nka say amount of time. The only club are ometimaya sa de no kra no. Now their fans were at the back of the manager Arsenal, which the how long it's taking. So I feel like at the moment, like you said, it's a waba. You can't expect to say these players that Pep Guardiola has worked with, your tactics would work just now. Because I'll share what Man City played and I'll share how they played that. You could see it was totally different. And some of the players were really struggling because they hadn't been in that system before. Even Elliot Anderson, and all that. So Utimu say he's so eager to implement a system. He's so eager to prove something because I feel like Maresca, not Ufili say after what he did at Chelsea, he felt that he was the reason why the club performed. But me personally, I feel like it was both the club and the manager utilize deliver success ma club no. So he is so eager to prove himself, say he belongs. Which and one here, it's me how. A clear example is what happened to Xabi Alonso at Real Madrid. Because when he came in, he wanted to prove something to the players, say mini me Alonso, my AC or Liverpool and all that. But every club has their way, every club has their tradition. And sometimes you, the manager, also sometimes also study honest or study the tradition of the club. You say Man City is a winning club. It means that this season about Man City is not a title contender under Pep Guardiola. They are. And even now, they are still title contenders.
Yeah.
So I feel like with the current situation of Man City and they losing their best player in Rodrigo to Barcelona, the owners or the sporting directors need to work so hard to deliver the player that Maresca wants, which is Boadi who is coming and Enzo Fernandez. Because we also say Friday night Chelsea worker say the deadline for Enzo Fernandez has passed. But with the reports coming in, it seems Man City would be trying again, which I feel like he will be a great addition to the club. But at the moment, the problem that I feel like Man City would have, say, is Enzo Fernandez coming to replace RODRI because time Enzo Maresca Chelsea, he wasn't really using Enzo Fernandez the same way as Pep Guardiola was using RODRI. Yeah, because Maresca per se, Enzo Fernandez replace RODRI, no be control that tempo of the RODRI game. And the first thing I ask myself is Enzo Maresca actually planning to use him that same way? Because when Enzo Maresca was at Chelsea, he was using Enzo Fernandez mainly as a boss crusher. Just outside the box. Inti player na say wakashim. That's Frank Lampard rule. That was the way that Enzo Maresca was using Enzo Fernandez. So is he bringing Enzo Fernandez to use him that same way? And I say, is he bringing Enzo Fernandez to use RODRI? Because there are reports saying that even if they sign Boadi, they are going to still sign Enzo Fernandez. Yes. So I personally feel like maybe he will be using Boadi in that same role as RODRI rather. Then probably maybe allow Enzo Fernandez that free role that he used to have at Chelsea.
Okay.
Yes. So personally, I feel like at the moment he needs to liaise with the players, try and get his ideas across, but not also try to eradicate what Pep Guardiola did for the club in that 10 years. And I think once he does that, he will be a perfect fit for them.
All right. Lakum, then I was talking about Enzo Maresca. Andra, the defeat. Arsenal Shane 3-0. Do you think that shoes in the be ever can say channel? But I think that the way a man has a person approach the situation around Man City, and it be any the right way. But going forward, what do you think that also to get a success also in Man City?
I see football fans on. But I truly understand them. I dare do emotion dear Tribiano. Sometimes they are way too sentimental, and I understand them. Enzo, when you're hidden, why? But for team are losing the key players. Then I saw it.
Keep less benefit City.
Bernardo call. But do gas can't call. One of bet one. Movie for a
Oh, but soon to me can say losing Bernardo and then Rodri in Kwano to be a yastic in here. I was there give you out a symbolic performance.
When you're symbolic, then the money
Symbolic.
And the money is
When was the last time last night to meet City 3-0?
almost some 5 under Pep Guardiola.
Oh,
Almost some 5.
But still not the
And
performance.
it's symbolic for me. Me see,
Well,
I have my reason why I make us.
Okay.
And they sit in FIFA, I can't why. Or got toilet on the scene. New signing. Or the final different environment. Of FIFA by and Nottingham Forest. Oh, who big Neymar City for a bit down. I feel about new era. I feel about Bobo, but I can't know Diagro. Because a lot of pressure neighbor. In FIFA, you know, a Matheus Tuneza, yeah, man, I said right back. For 2 years, I was Manchester City. Until we a new manager now, buy no. One man to do gas canty. Or co. Buy no. Bernardo Silva at a point in time, what do gas canty prior man acts as a deep line playmaker and also co. Kovacic with the injury no, and then your home. So you understand opinion your friend Enzo Fernandez when after them he was talking about a lot of signings or somewhere. Then again, Enzo Maresca and your friend Ateta sending the bia.
Yes, on
Timi Ateta, me some before be use on Timi Sana. On Timi Ateta. Even the team of BD or Chelsea yes a good team of Cote FIFA club or Cabignano. When Timi Ateta. So Ateta gone. And Ateta, your experience no one and even Pep Guardiola cannot say 5 in. So beating Enzo Maresca trainer, and it's somebody for me talking about the situation and the City for women. Then again, me name ideology bia or they bar in the space of 1 month. One person place, you know, understanding the ideology in the space of 1 month. Who place in settled. It be called walk up. I feel going to be aba. Was it tactically or by a war approach, you know, or more? Arsenal for the different because the same manager, the same place. So you truly understand the approach in that. Then again, man frontier say one dynasty circle ended. There is another dynasty circle. I feel the air barber rising. So definitely that ups and downs, you know, City Fubina. If you are going to judge Enzo Maresca with the human Pep Guardiola band, they are only fair to him. Pep Nangasaba City no. The first season you say you go on papa. The first season, I'm quite you go up and down for me, I say, and come over here, say, you catch them. Since we won't do anything, or how only a part of it. Everyone knows anything. Yet, Newcastle, coin, not just 4. Could they not be fee? Or better, I don't know, take your place, or go for Fabian Death, Mama. Not quite to know some fee. The no changing him. A sanity. A new dynasty because on Monopoly Guinea, dynasty second and they winning the league in the choir. On over 5, so nobody build another dynasty circle. And it will take time for Enzo Maresca. For me, Enzo Maresca is not a bad player, a bad coach, you know. And they tactical astute coaches. Premier League now, about top they never count. He's not a bad player. But that shoes no be chevene there.
Papa.
That shoes no be chevene there. Pep shoe size in 45. On the 36.
That's what you crowd.
Now, Enzo Maresca and the Pep that have found. What tell you? Pep no son just you man to me. Honestly, I built it on no air. You see, me judge obi say like your media house. I could you best set a setting piece at one. Not different squad about or say like a machine on bed the asset as well. Quite take years in the who expect somebody say yeah, fifth forward on my do baby doing because you taking years. Same thing applies to Pep Guardiola Manchester City. It taking years. I'm not the building that era no building. And era I'm not quite woman quite jugu. 2 seasons there, Maji. 2 seasons Pep Guardiola no there no G. You burn up and down. Liverpool be different in some. Arsenal for last year not different in some. Champions League no corner remember that chance and train no be fee. Into no cause an era ne dan necessary no e ba no na e ko form say. Enti ade e ko form ana manager na ba be so say. Enti after no ba be pagya and over pagya situation you kwanza anya papa. Because in the key players or the adwuma ne ko. So you take it time for Enzo Maresca. Adwuma no be in Chelsea no. Say mo hu bi. With this kind of this crop of players I'm complain not Chelsea fans na complain say quality their form be yan hwe adwuma de na team are capable, they are willing to spend our marketing the player behind Enzo Maresca pay. It will take time for him. First season you require a month to be 100. Ono ya we, ono be for me ya we say e be bomb. Bet. Say o pekino sim ya. Watch out.
So
Na go so ni menzo.
me the minimum no.
Obe goman for.
Me the minimum no. So na walk out minimum.
Asema mo trine me kala teta won oyeku papa. O hebo ne bi.
No me hey.
Me kala teta wanyini. Wanyini wa.
So he's the longest
wanyini. Enye even in the Premier League because like in terms of na journey experience wanyini.
So
So be EPL
yeah.
On third goal. Na Roma de baby. Omo that's not for since we are in Premier League now, I'll not be surprised.
Will Barcelona win the Champions League this season?
They can compete.
Will Barcelona win the Champions League this season?
Probability 60-40.
Will Barcelona win the Champions League this season?
Me nyango po na be hu in the future. Tell me my probability no. I don't towards na mengata. They can, but they
yes or no?
No, they are not going to.
Will Barcelona win the Champions League? No. Give me your top 5 prediction for the EPL.
EPL. Not in order. The way they not in order. But one bit me go that top 5. Top 5 now okay. Arsenal, Manchester City, Manchester United, Chelsea, then Tottenham Hotspur.
Kofi.
I would say Arsenal first, Chelsea second, Man City third, United fourth, then Liverpool fifth.
There's what's the channel?
Yeah.
Accordingly. Oh, okay. So yes, guys, this
What the brand now? This is I'm agent.
Oh no, pass it.
I'm agent say the no.
Men I me busa question na.
Top 5 in Premier League this season.
Number 1 Chelsea. Number 2 Arsenal.
What is on with you?
4 United.
How the videos or what that? Chelsea.
Number 1 Chelsea. 2 Arsenal. 3 City. 4 Liverpool. 5 United.
Top 5.
Yes. We'll be having a prediction in the comment section. This is where we draw the curtains down for this particular episode on Offside Laughs. See you some other time.